Look at, there's some horses on the property. Good morning. There's more over there. Oh, it's a pony. How cute. Hey, Stinkies. Good morning. Good morning. It's 2, 4, 6. No, I scared him off. Oh, that breeze is chilly. Good morning, Moo. Good morning, and welcome to my garden. It was nice to get up early this morning. That was 6 a.m. to see the horses come through. But it's about 7 now, a little after 7, and I've got a few garden chores that I want to tackle. But let me give you an update first. And it has to deal with the veggie food forest. Everything is looking good. Things are starting to pop up. The corn is getting a little taller. I'm happy about that. Still no signs on the green beans, I think, or the bush beans. I think something ate them, so I'm going to reseed those today. And I said I was going to get up early and weed for about an hour every day. Not yesterday. We installed a new pathway and garden bed. If you haven't seen my latest video, go back and watch that. I'll put a link at the end. So I got up early to start weeding, and I was only going to spend an hour out here. But I spent half a day weeding, and then as I got to the end of it, my friend Chris came and helped me finish the rest. That was pretty tough over there. There was a lot of weeds, and it was a bit overgrown. But we've got most of the weeds. I still need to pull out this bush here. I just don't want it growing there. Yeah, we got all the pathways cleaned and the garden beds as well. I still have to dig out 3 barberries that are in here. They're kind of interwoven into this juniper here. So that's going to be a challenge. Well, at least some of them are. But yeah, I'm so happy that the whole area back here is weeded. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. Of course, I'll have to keep up with the weeding because, you know, the weeds, they pop up. But it'll be much easier now. This grape is starting to look pretty good and leaf out. I'm excited about that. I had a change of mind here. I think I am going to make this all grapes like I had originally planned. So I'm going to take those 3 extra grapes that I have and put them in the empty spots. But I do need to run extra drip. I think that's why they weren't doing so good when I planted the other ones. Plus, they weren't cold hardy enough. But they had all the way struggled. And this one still, nothing has come up. I might have to replace that one. Hopefully not. We'll see. But I do also need to clear this because as you can see, it does cast a shadow here in the morning, and I would prefer them to get the nice morning sun and actually all day sun. So yeah, I definitely have to cut this back soon. This one looked like it had struggled a bit, but it's bounced back, so I'm glad about that. Doesn't look as dry. Got a strawberry patch here that's looking good. The potatoes are coming up from last year. Speaking of adding drip, I need to add drip to this whole garden bed area here. I planted those and then I planted these, but nothing has drip on it yet, so I need to get to that. I do already have my supplies over there, so I can get started. Speaking of drip, I want to replace this right here. This is the old connectors. I don't like how it's kind of spaghettied through here. I want to make it cleaner, and I'll tap into the lines further down. That way I won't have all these lines going through. I'm really liking how clean my new garden beds are looking and how the other ones are starting to develop. I love this walkway through here. It's nice. I don't have to weave through the chairs. But all the Nepeta is looking pretty good in this garden bed. I do still have these 2 plants here that I haven't gotten in the ground. So if I find time today, I'll get them in the ground. This is a butterfly bush. I love this one. And this is the Pugster Pink. And then this one here is a dwarf globe spruce. I'd recently redone this area here, and I like the way it turned out with the rock and wood border. And I still haven't done what I'm supposed to do here. As you can see, some beds haven't been weeded, but like I said, I'm going to take my time with weeding, an hour every morning if I don't have something else to do. I'm going to go ahead and start on this bed here because the drip system will cut on at 10 o'clock this morning. So I want to get that done before it cuts on. I might take those plants and add them into this garden bed because I do have room for some things in here. I can do the butterfly bush over here and maybe that globe spruce over there. All right, let's get to it. It's almost time for the drip to come on. I got all the drip done. I do want to redo this pathway here. It's looking a bit old and worn out. I want to kind of do it like I did over there, where the stones are closer together and more of a solid pathway. That'll be a later project. Yeah, all of this is now got drip to it. Still have to plant these 2 plants. And all this has drip to it as well. And I also went ahead and changed this all out. Well, I fixed that spaghetti noodle of drip that was going on there, and I moved the pots around. I think that looks better. I wanted a clearer pathway through here instead of having to go and weave your way through the furniture. Now you can just go straight through. I think that'll work better. I did have to dig up all the plants that were there and fill that in, which I like, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do this pathway yet, if I'm going to use stone or pavers. Here's one of the plants I dug up, which is a yellow trumpet vine. It never did grow well in that space. It always struggled. So I'm going to find a sunnier spot for this and see how it does. The other plants I just stuck into this pot here. There was the red hot poker and catmint. Oh yeah, and a little baby yarrow. While I was at it, I went ahead and redid the drip systems for these pots because they were not working well. And looks like the rain is gonna come in. Seems like it anyways. And the drip system has been put on delay since it's supposed to rain. We'll see. Sometimes it clouds up and never rains. It was such a beautiful day. What happened? I just looked at the watering system. It said it was a delay because it's supposed to be freezing temps tonight, which is 37 degrees, not really freezing. Anyways, it didn't say anything about rain. And it's definitely raining though. Which is good because I don't have to water the plants. Good morning. I decided not to finish gardening yesterday. It just turned out to be a crappy day after it rained, which it didn't rain that long, but it got cold. But today is nice, such a beautiful day, and I heard the drip system cut on, so let's see if everything's working properly. I did cancel the drip system yesterday because it had cut on and there was a leak I had to fix. Awesome, the fig's starting to leaf out after I moved it. Good. Guess it just didn't like its spot over there. But looks like everything's working fine. Well, something's not working properly. I see it squirting over here. It's this system right here that I just put in. Yeah, there's another one. Huh. Weird. Oh, I forgot to fix this. That's not working, is it? There we go. The drip tape is just pressurized. There was a leak in the back corner over there. I just clamped the hose for now. After it's done, I'm going to cut that part out. I think it's about time to replace most of these lines because they've been in a while and I've seen some leaks here and there that I've had to fix. Like this section here, it was spraying, so I put a Band-Aid on it. Actually, I just cut it out and put a connector in. But I'm not sure if that's gonna hold because of the pressure. Right now it is, but yeah, I eventually need to replace this tape. I don't see any more leaks, so should be good for now. I hear something over here. Oh, see? Right there. There's another crack, which is fine. It's just giving the fig more water. I'm sure the fig appreciates that. Let me put a rock over that so it stays there, not squirts out of the garden bed. I don't see any signs of life from this fig yet. Hopefully it comes back up, but that one's good. Do I see green leaves on the raspberry? I thought the thing was dead. Yeah, it's coming back up. It's the only one. I planted about 5 of these, and this is the only one that survived, I guess. So I probably need to give it more water. Just this drip tape is not enough water for it. And let's see. Oh yay, the honeysuckle's coming back. Something had eaten all the leaves off it. That's why I decided to put a cage over it. But I see little leaves popping up. I was scared that it would die, but luckily I don't think so. So the first zone that comes on is the edge there, just to give those plants extra water and also water these buckets. I think I'm gonna extend it over here and put a line in here for certain plants like the fig, the honeysuckle, the raspberry. They definitely need more water. Also this peach tree. Everything else is looking pretty good. Okay, I'll give that time to run. It runs for about 10 minutes, and then I'll check the other drip lines once they come on. My friend gave me these beans, and I want to go ahead and get them planted. This was several years ago. I'm not sure if they're still viable or will grow, but I'm going to add them in there between the peppers and tomatoes where the little posts are, just for something. All right, I have those planted. I have some other beans. These are a white bean. Anyways, I'm gonna plant those there to replace the beans I planted earlier that something ate. But first, the other drip system cut on, so I need to check and make sure everything's working fine with this. I don't hear any squirting. That's usually how you can tell. Oh yeah, looks like it's working fine. I'll go check the rest of the garden. If I see anything, I'll let y'all know. Look at the sunshine yarrow, looks so pretty. Everything looks like it's working fine. Something ate this, I need to cover that. Darn it, I have the other one covered. One of the new garden beds looks good. Drip's working with it. Although this needs to go down like that. Need to come deadhead the salvia. Yeah, that way it'll bloom more. All right, everything on this side seems to be working fine. Just have to wait for the drip system to come on over here because this is where the new drip was installed. Oh, flowers are starting to bloom in my mom's memorial garden. Look at the yarrow, isn't that pretty? And also the Rocky Mountain penstemon is now starting to bloom. Even the cactus has tons of blooms on it. Look how pretty that is. And I was thinking about removing that. I'm glad I didn't. It's pokey, but it's a nice addition to the garden. I'll just wait for this side to get done, and then we'll check on the other side. These barberries were getting a bit tall and scraggly, so Jeff has been going in and hedging them or topping them. That way they don't get much taller and they stay bushier, as we already have one that's growing like a tree. I planted garden phlox, one here and one here. I didn't think they were coming back, but look. There's a little sign of one right there. Maybe it's just too early or cold for them, so yay. Hopefully that one comes back too. I only have 2 of these Rocky Mountain penstemons in the garden. I really need to get more in the garden. The hummingbirds love them and they're beautiful. Okay, I just heard the other system cut on. Yep, it's going, I see it. Oh, look it. The red hot pokers look awesome. They're getting ready to flush out with their blooms. Everything seems to be working fine. And I'm finally starting to see life from things that I hadn't. Yeah, I like this new pathway here. So much easier than walking around. Let's check and see. Oh, is this dripping? Can't really tell. I think so. Yeah, it is. Okay. And this one. Oh yeah, this one's working too. Awesome. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Oh, I see something over there. This seems to be working fine. I need to pin that down. This is good, this is good, that's not good. What's going on over here? So we have one spot I need to fix, but the rest of it looks good. Wow, you're really gushing out there. So I'm just gonna put a rock on it for now because I don't wanna work on it while the system's going. Plus it'll help water the pine tree. And the other 2 seem to be working well. See it dripping over there too. But everything looks good so far. Oh, look it. A weed's already going up in it. No, 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 no. Oh, there's a little leak right there where the emitter is. I need to fix that. That's fixed. I just had to push the hose back on there. Let's make sure these are dripping. I think they should be. Yes, they are. Stick those in the center of the plant. Oops. After this zone is done, I'm gonna water in all these plants, and this is what I'm gonna get planted in today. Look, something already got in the garden was digging. I fixed that leek over there, and I took Blue Lake bush beans, and I've dotted them in everywhere a plant wasn't growing, so this would be full. Okay, so these, I said I'm gonna dot into the garden bed behind me. Find a spot. Nice and sunny for this butterfly bush. Doesn't get awfully big or tall, not like a normal butterfly bush. I believe I'm gonna add it in right here. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I should use this line that's existing, just run a line over, or add in a middle line so the pressure will be stronger, because I already have the hose here. And that's what I meant to do. So yeah, I think I'll do that. And this one, I think I'm gonna add into here where this is and put the cage back over it. Oh, hold on. Let me get that sucker out of the way. Like right here. Move this back a little bit. Yeah, that'll look nice. Maybe over. Let's see how that looks. Let's get a different angle. I like that. You know what I think I'm gonna do is get another butterfly bush, since it was $20, and pop it in there for a little more color. And where to put this trumpet vine? I think I will add it right here. We can move this. The onions are done blooming. Actually, they just leafed out. They never really bloomed. Oh well. Yeah, I can add it in right there and let it grow up this post. I think that'll be nice. It'll definitely get more sun there than it did over there. Okay, let's get to planting. I'm done planting the plants, and running the main lines. Unfortunately, I'm almost out of the drip line. That's not enough to do the bushes. I do have emitters. I guess I could just put a couple of those on the bushes. Yeah, I could do that. I've done that before, and plants have done well. Since the line is right by the bushes, I'm going to pull a little closer, and I'm going to run emitters. See how the emitter's coming from way over here? So I'm going to put 2 drip there, 2 drip there, and 2 drip there. And I am going to wait on the spruce because I want to actually put a ring around that so it gets plenty of water. But for now, I need to find the line, and I'm going to just put an emitter to that until I can get it fixed. Okay, the drip is run through there, and the temporary drip is done there. I like this. I think I'm going to add another butterfly bush there, so more than I said. Maybe even one back here. So there's an empty spot. And then I said that I was going to put one there, and then another one of those spruces in the front. I think that'll look good. There might be even room for something right there. I have the yellow trumpet vine planted. It already has drip. I used a lot of it here because I know this does need moisture. So I want to give it that. And it should climb up this, hopefully. And they do get like 30 feet in length. Yeah, I wasn't too crazy about this bed in the beginning because it was my test garden. And now that I'm starting to add different things in and different colors and textures, it's starting to look better. Once I get those other ones added in here, I think that will look awesome. I'm excited to go to town and get those other plants and get them in the ground so this bed can get established and be done. Anyways, it's starting to warm up and it's lunchtime, so I'm going to go inside and fix myself some lunch. But I'm going to end the video here. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me. I wanted to add one more thing since I put in that butterfly bush. There have been a few butterflies and some bees coming by. Actually, when I was trying to plant it, there was a butterfly landing on it. Well, if you want to check out more videos, they'll be over here. And if you want to subscribe, you can do so there. We'll see you next time. Happy gardening.